Imagine traveling to a country you know nothing about. There, people eat the same kind of food every single day, without fail. Rice, soup, and something red that's always on the side. You pick it up with your chopsticks and take a bite. It's salty, sour, crunchy, and spicy. And strangely enough, you want more. That dish is kimchi. There aren't many foods in the world that leave such a strong first impression. And most Koreans will tell you they feel something's missing if they don't eat kimchi, even for a single day. So what exactly is it about this dish that makes it so special? Well, that's what we're about to explore. Because kimchi isn't just a side dish. Kimchi is Korea itself. The story of kimchi dates back an astonishing 3,000 years. In the Book of Song Shijing, an ancient Chinese collection of poems, there is mention of a pickled vegetable called geo, but this was nothing like the kimchi we know today. Korean kimchi didn't stop at simple pickling. It evolved into something entirely different through fermentation, gaining a unique flavor and cultural meaning along the way. As far back as the Three Kingdoms period in ancient Korea, people were already salting and preserving vegetables. But what started as a method for preservation became a vital survival skill for enduring the long, harsh Korean winters. Over time, people began to notice something special. As the vegetables aged, their flavors deepened and new health benefits emerged. Thus, fermentation became a collaborative craft between nature and people. And kimchi transformed from a mere food storage method into a symbol of Korean identity and everyday life. Korean winters are long and cold. Farming stops, and fresh vegetables become scarce. But the human body can't go months without vitamins and minerals. So people asked themselves, how can we eat vegetables harvested in autumn, all the way until spring? The answer was salt. By salting the vegetables, moisture was drawn out, slowing down decay. But then something unexpected happened. The salted vegetables began to taste even better over time. This was the magic of fermentation, brought to life by lactic acid bacteria. Kimchi, then, wasn't just a side dish. It was a survival strategy. A brilliant way of coexisting with nature through ingenuity, patience, and necessity. When you think of kimchi today, it's probably red, spicy, and bold. But centuries ago, kimchi looked nothing like that. Chili peppers didn't arrive on the Korean peninsula until the late 16th century, and Napa cabbage wasn't widely cultivated until the 18th century. Before that, kimchi was mild and clear, like mul kimchi, watery kimchi, beet kimchi, or soy sauce-based pickles. But once chili peppers were introduced, everything changed. Kimchi underwent a dramatic transformation in color and flavor. Then came Napa cabbage, with its wide layered leaves perfect for stuffing with rich, spicy seasoning. That's when the iconic Baechu kimchi, Napa, cabbage kimchi, the version we all recognize today, was born. But this was more than just a change in ingredients. Koreans didn't shy away from the heat of the pepper. Instead, they embraced it and created a bold, flavorful cuisine that reflected their spirit. They weren't just making food. They were crafting a whole new taste culture. Pickled vegetables exist in other cultures too. In China, there's pak pai. But while they may look similar at first glance, they are fundamentally different. Palokai is typically made by briefly soaking vegetables in brine or vinegar. Kimchi, on the other hand, is a complex microbe-rich food. Salted, seasoned, and then fermented. They may both be pickled vegetables. But kimchi is in a class of its own. Let's return to the story of kimchi. It undergoes 3 transformations: pickling, seasoning, fermentation. Throughout this process, dozens of beneficial microbes thrive, creating kimchi's signature depth of flavor. It's unmistakable umami. But there's something else that sets kimchi apart. A tradition found nowhere else in the world: Kimjang. Kimjang is the communal preparation of kimchi for the winter. It's not something one person can do alone. Families and neighbors gather, salting dozens of cabbages, mixing spice pastes, and preparing for the cold season together. Not just preserving food, but preserving connection. This isn't just about making kimchi. It's about sharing, cooperating, and embracing the spirit of community. That's why, in 2013, UNESCO recognized Kimjang culture as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Kimchi is not a single dish. In fact, there are over 300 known varieties of kimchi and counting. Let's explore a few of the most well-loved types. Bechu kimchi, the classic Napa cabbage kimchi, the star of the show during Kimjang season. Kokdugi, made with diced radish cubes, a perfect match for rich, hearty soups like sealing-tang or galbatang. Baked kimchi, a white kimchi made without chili powder. Mild and refreshing, ideal for children or kimchi beginners. Dongchimi, a watery radish-based kimchi with a clear tangy broth, especially delightful with noodles during the winter months. Yelmu kimchi, young radish greens pickled in summer. Light, crisp, and perfect for cooling down when your appetite fades in the heat. And that's just the beginning. There's got kimchi, mustard leaf kimchi, pa kimchi, green onion kimchi, abalone kimchi, and so many more. But why is there such variety? Because kimchi reflects everything: region, season, climate, and ingredients. Every household has its own unique recipe, passed down and perfected over generations. That's why your family's kimchi tastes like no other. In the end, kimchi is one of the most democratic and creative foods in the world. A canvas of culture, shaped by time, place, and personal touch. In the late 1990s, as the Korean wave Hallyu began to spread across the globe, kimchi quietly made its way onto the world stage alongside it. Fans of K-pop grew curious about Korean food, and viewers of K-dramas started noticing that mysterious red dish on the characters' dinner tables. As a result, kimchi is now sold in the US, Europe, Southeast Asia, and even the Middle East. We now see vegan kimchi, halal-certified kimchi, low-sodium kimchi. Its adaptability seems limitless. But this global journey hasn't been without controversy. At one point, there were claims from some in China asserting that kimchi originated there. This sparked international debate. Eventually, in 2001, the Codex Alimentarius Commission, the international food standards body, officially recognized kimchi as a uniquely Korean food. A dish once born out of necessity now represents a nation's identity on tables around the world. Making kimchi is not just about cooking. It's about preserving time, collaborating with nature, and connecting people. To those of you from other countries, if you ever try making kimchi with your own hands, you're not just learning a recipe. You're stepping into the heart of Korean culture. You're experiencing it, feeling it, and carrying it forward. Kimchi is the science of fermentation, the art of touch, the sum of care and intention. And above all, a reflection of the Korean way of life and philosophy. It's more than food. It's a story alive in every bite. The moment you take a bite of kimchi, you're not just tasting a delicious side dish. You're welcoming the wisdom and spirit of a people who have lived and thrived for thousands of years, onto your tongue, into your body, and into your memory. Kimchi is the legacy of the Korean people, but today, it belongs to the world. And the one who will carry its story forward is you. Welcome to the world of kimchi.